All right, welcome to the Samurai Dojo. Now I'm going to take a few minutes just to familiarize new users with the platform. So you should have received an email, and then you'll opt into that email, enter your information, and you should have access into the digital dojo. And so let me take you through here. Up here is your profile. The user interface is pretty simple, but there's some cool things I just want you guys to see. Your main page you always load up on is the dashboard. So this is, in essence, everything that you need to see each day. We'll go through these real quickly. These are messages that you're going to be receiving from admin, other participants. You can email anybody in cohorts, different groups, which I'll show you in a few minutes. If I click open it, it goes to the messages. And right now I don't have any that will show up here. Going back one page, going back to the dashboard. So the dashboard is just the billboard of everything that's happening. You get your messages. Underneath here is a scrolling, Alexa, volume down. Here is a scroll of upcoming events. So there's usually, right now, there's about 3 things. We have our link for our Saturday mobility and recovery. And this is an open class for anybody. We live film it on YouTube. And then if you're inside of the community, you get a specific link for a Discord so I can see you. And that's something that community members get. And outside, just people that are practicing with us, they don't get my eyes on them. They just get to watch the live. We'll also be having an event on Wednesdays coming up soon after the summer where we'll meet and we'll have a workout. And if you ever have questions, there's going to be a live links here and you can click on it and it will take you to the live calls where you can add things to your calendars and you can join in on the calls. So back to the dashboard. The next thing is your progress throughout the program. So this tells you where you're at, how many days you've completed. If you go down here, this is your general progress tabs. You got your current streaks, how many days you've completed, your overall progress, and how many days you've done for a longest streak. To continue your training for the day, which we'll come back to in just a second, this down here shows you your week that you're on. You can view the entire thing, which takes you to the calendar. You can also create your own goals per se. Say it's, um, a custom goal, which is, drink water, 32 ounces. Enter the target, how many times you want it, and then you can create the goal. Now, here you go. You did it today. Boom. It starts to tick away at, I just did an example. We can create anything there. Daily streaks. I just did a personal goal and then it automatically calculates based on your streaks. Dojo activity down here is where your check-in. You can give people fist bumps. This is a dojo that you're part of. So down here, if I go to communities and dojos, I would be in a dojo. And then if I create anything or write anything or post anything, it shows up as a check-in on the dashboard, which is right here, dojo activities. And that's just saying, like I completed my weekly check-in, which comes out every week. And then you can give people a little fist bump and just say, hey, I see you. Supports, links down there. If you need to reach out to me directly or the community, there you go. Second, as you come down here, so that takes care of the dashboard. All right. If you go down to here, you get your calendar, and it's just an overview of your program. It's the Path of the Samurai calendar. This is the basic 365-day program. Other programs can be layered on top. This, you can just click on the days, which you've done. As you can see that I haven't done things on these days, but on this day I can go in and I can check everything that I've done. So just a more direct approach to see your entire weeks. If you need to go back and do something, there's a limit to what you can do. You could go and do a workout, but as far as like your tasks and things, I think you have like a week to update it. But if you go forward to a day that we haven't been to, it's you can't do it. So this is a future day completed on the assigned date. No pre-logging allowed. However, you can go back, I believe up to 1 week we programmed it for, so that you can go back and do a workout, or if you didn't log something, that's totally fine. So yeah, you can continually go back and mark things as done as you've done it, and then you'll see the scroll says this is more than 7 days ago and can no longer be edited. So we give you a week to catch up to your past tasks and workouts, but you can't future log them. And technically you can't really do a workout for a week previous, but if you got some things and you did them and maybe a day went by and you didn't, we've put that in there for just a default. Going down back into the training, if you go down the scroll over here on the side, you have your analytics, your challenges, your progress, your tiers. All those are going to show you your numbers. I'll go through them real quick, and then you can explore more. Analytics, you can see where I fell off. I have some red days. I have some green days. My recovery, basically all my tasks that I've completed, my overall progress. So this is just like at a glance how you're doing in the program. Your challenges are added challenges that we create and we invite you into it. There's no active challenges at this moment. They will show up here if you're involved in any of them. Down one more is your progress right here on the sidebar. Your progress is how you're doing in the entire program, your belt rank, your points, and your battle achievements. So as you can see, I'm an orange belt right now. I'm working towards my green. I have to get a certain amount of points in order to advance all the way up to a black belt. We also have achievements. There's a lot of achievements. Right now there's about 39 to 40. For instance, the Samurai Code, a 30-day streak, right? Iron Discipline, 14-day streak. Complete 15 workouts. So you can see all of these that I've gotten is like 1 week forged, right? I completed 7 days. My first scroll was earned. These will be eventually be able to have points where you can get discounts on retreats. You can get more time with me, maybe a private lesson if you save up enough points. Certain things will be unlocked as you gain these points as well. All right, so that is your progress. If we go down to tiers, next one up, this is your belt progress. This is how you're doing as far as rank for your program. And as you can see, there's some things that are unlocked. Community dojos are unlocked at Orange Belt. Bonus mobility and breathing protocols, daily reflections and breakthroughs as a yellow belt for your journal, which is unlocked. We'll get to in just a second. So go ahead and scroll through these. You'll notice that there's some points, and sometimes you're a green belt and then you advance to blue belt, but then there's something that needs more points as a blue, as your level 5, in order to advance to level 6. So that's pretty much self-explanatory, but you want to go and look at your tiers as well. You can go in deeper dive. Next down on the list is your AI coach. And this you can explore and play with. We integrated AI into our program because we wanted you to be able to have it accessible for all of your personalized fitness guidance. For example, it has access to your workouts, your journals, your goals, and you can ask it how you're doing. You can ask it for modifications. You can even ask it for specific meal plans if you'd like. So play around with that. You can type in a new chat here, start chatting with it. It'll save it to that chat. You can get rid of them if you want. You can even edit the name of which chat you want if you want to refer to that in the future. Further down is the journal. The journal is your entries here, your photos, and all of your badges show up in your journal. When you do an entry, for example, if I wanted to do my entry for today, I'd go in and I'd let the computer know, hey, I'm doing okay, it's tough, I'm struggling, I'm testing this out. If you want to share it publicly, make sure that this is toggled. If you want to keep it private where only I or the coaches will see, then you can unclick that. You can also, I would suggest in your very first journal is go ahead and add your photos. You'll add in your progress photos, which you'll take from your phone, whatever, upload them into here. I would suggest taking a front, a back, and a side photo so you can every 30 days update that so you can see your progress. Going back over to the messages, as I told you, this is where your message hub lives. You can also check your messages by clicking here. It says 6 scrolls await you. Those are your messages. Messages from me and other coaches and other participants will show up here. That'll show up in this box. Milestones. Milestones are, this is your journey. This is all of your points that you've been earning, and just another overview of your full timeline. Your tier progresses are all here as well. And then again, if you want to go back to your milestones, this just shows you your overall points. And again, we will take those points and be able to order rewards such as swag, maybe a bamboo cutlery, maybe a t-shirt, extra time, as I shared with you. Different trainings will be opened up to you. And then I threw in as a bonus some different timers that I'm always looking for personally: Pomodoro timer and a Tabata timer. Now you can click the sound on or sound off, and your Pomodoro timer's got 3 different settings. So you want to do a 25 and 5, you want to do a 50 and 10, or a 15 and 3. It's up to you. I like the 25 and 5. Some people do 20 and 10, right? I like to get a little bit more work in for focus time and then take a 5-minute break. And then you can just press this when you want to go, and you're good to go. It starts up. And your Tabata timer, when you have a workout or I give you a mobility, your mobility for the week, we do that as a Tabata. And when you're ready to work, it's already set up for you. You can edit this if you want to do different protocols, but I default it to the 8 rounds of 20 seconds and 10 seconds. And that's a total of 4 minutes with a minute rest if you're doing consecutive Tabatas. And when you're ready, just press it. You'll hear it click on. You'll do your work. It'll tell you when to stop working, and it'll go through your rounds automatically. If you need to reset, just reset. Cool. So that's that for your training. Going into nutrition real quick, you have your meal protocols, which will be uploading meal plans into there. And then as you progress, certain things will be unlocked, such as where is it? This is my admin one. Such as meal protocols, meal planning. And we're really excited about that. Should be able to put in your body stats, your diet style, your meal counts, and then it'll pop out a meal plan of your choice. And then you'll also input what you have in your pantry, and it will send out the remaining items that are needed for your meal plan and instructions on how to cook it all. So that's really fun. And then just a bonus thing is a nutrition tracker. If you're a person like myself or other guys in the community and you want to track your water intake, you can do that here. And we didn't want to clog up our dashboard of our tasks, which we're going to get to right now before we go into community. So every day you'll come to your training, your dashboard, as I showed you, and you'll continue your today's training. You can go back if you'd like, but this is what it would look like on a blank day. You go to your workout, you can say done, or you can play the workout. You can actually play the video that's uploaded on YouTube. We made sure that we embedded it in here so that you don't have to go outside of the app. When you're done with doing your mobility, boom, there you go. Then you have your tasks. Your tasks, once you get done with them, you just check them off. Simple as that. If you're doing a mobile version, you just touch it. And if you're clicking it here, you just do it with your mouths. And once you get it all done, and you can take a read at these are your basic foundation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 basic foundational tasks each day. When you have other programs that come on top of that, there will be specific ones that will be added to this. The one that will be added though is MIT, and those are based on your compass call. You'll have 30 days of most important tasks for you to do based on our hour-long call that we had with each other. Those are printed in your compass call PDF, and you'll have that, and you'll be able to check those off each day. And when you've checked those off, just like a little journal, then you'll then click that you've done it in here. Pretty easy, and we can make it very, very specific to your growth based on your compass call. Okay, what else? Those are your tasks. Those are going through community. Last things to go through. All the posts that community does will be here, and any warrior journals you share will show up here. So people can read your things that you share. They can like them. They can comment on it. This is where your community feed for all posts. Dojos, specific dojos will be here, such as Mindful or Mindset Dojo, Movement Philosophy Dojo, where we'll speak specifically to those topics. The leaderboard, which is just a fun way to see how you're kicking ass and see other people that are involved in the program too and how you're comparing, which I think is what we as men need. This is where the rites of passage come in, where it's the trials and tribulations, where initiation, right? We see all our points based on everybody else. So you can see I still have some kinks to work out. It's not showing the streak as far, but it's showing the points, percentage, your completion rate. So this is a really fun thing to always be checking up on, just to make sure how you're doing compared to everybody else that's in the program. Last is the live calls. Everything is here. All of our calls live here. We have 2 live events a week. We have the Saturday Mobility and Recovery, which then afterwards is called Tea Time with Professor. And then on Wednesdays, we'll have the Primed Community Work Hour, which is, and before that, we have the Wednesday Warrior Call. And that's where we get into midweek check-in, Q&A, and we have basically a workout with your Tabatas and your mobility patterns for the week. So that is it as far as from the participant's viewpoint. And thanks for watching. Go ahead and you should have our email. If you've been onboarded, you'll have an email. You'll fill out the information to get access to it. You'll set up, of course, your username and password, and then you're in.